Could the Knicks add Robert Covington for defensive depth? The New York Knicks have a few remaining roster spots that could be filled by players on non-guaranteed contracts, adding competition during training camp and potentially bolstering the team for the upcoming season. One name that could be a great fit for the Knicks is veteran forward Robert Covington, whose defensive prowess and versatility make him an intriguing option. Covington, a 6 feet 7 inches forward, has built a career around his ability to defend multiple positions and provide much-needed three-point shooting. He spent time as both a forward and small ball center, which could be exactly what the Knicks need, especially if they continue experimenting with smaller lineups. Although Covington is nearing his 34th birthday and has shown signs of slowing down, his instincts as a defensive disruptor remain sharp, and his experience could be a valuable asset for the Knicks. Why Covington could fit in New York? While the Knicks have invested heavily in Julius Randle and Mitchell Robinson, they still need more defensive depth, particularly when it comes to versatility on the wing and the ability to switch defensively. Covington would bring precisely that, as he can guard positions 1 through 5, allowing head coach Tom Thibodeau to experiment with more flexible defensive lineups. Covington's ability to play as a small ball 5 could give the Knicks an added dimension when Robinson is off the floor or when Randle is asked to shoulder more of the offensive load. Covington's skills would complement the current Knicks roster well, particularly his three-point shooting. Although his shooting percentages have fluctuated over the years, Covington has proven capable of knocking down shots when left open, something that could be crucial when playing alongside ball-dominant guards like Jalen Brunson and R.J. Barrett. If he can regain his shooting touch, Covington could space the floor for New York's slashers and playmakers, making the offense more dynamic. Defensive impact and veteran leadership. Despite some wear and tear over the years, Covington remains one of the league's more reliable defenders. His ability to generate steals and blocks, even in limited minutes, sets him apart from many others at his position. He could provide an immediate defensive boost to a Knicks team that prides itself on physicality and grit, fitting seamlessly into Thibodeau's defensive system. Moreover, Covington brings playoff experience and a veteran presence that could be invaluable to a relatively young Knicks squad. Having played for numerous playoff teams, including the Philadelphia 76ers and Houston Rockets, he understands the intensity and discipline required to succeed in the postseason. Covington's leadership, both on and off the court, could prove essential in guiding the Knicks through tight playoff matchups and high-pressure moments. A low-risk, high-reward option. Given that the Knicks are likely to offer Covington a non-guaranteed deal, this would be a low-risk move for New York. They can assess his health and contributions during training camp and decide if he's worth keeping for the long haul. The Knicks have a history of making savvy decisions with role players, and adding Covington could give them much-needed flexibility when constructing lineups throughout the season. His ability to slot into different positions also makes him an asset in various matchups. Whether playing against smaller, quicker teams or those with dominant bigs, Covington's defensive IQ would allow the Knicks to stay competitive without sacrificing too much on either end of the floor. The Knicks' off-season strategy. This potential acquisition would be part of a broader Knicks strategy aimed at building a team that can compete both now and in the future. With Jalen Brunson emerging as the team's leader and cornerstone, surrounding him with defensive-minded veterans like Covington could help push New York deeper into the playoffs. Thibodeau's system has always valued players who are willing to defend hard and make the right plays, and Covington fits that mold perfectly. Should the Knicks choose to bring in Covington, they would be adding a player whose experience and skill set align with their current needs. Versatility, defense, and three-point shooting. He would also ease the load on other players like R.J. Barrett and Quentin Grimes, allowing them to focus more on offensive production while Covington takes on tougher defensive assignments. Conclusion. In summary, Robert Covington would be a strong addition to the New York Knicks, offering a mix of defensive versatility and veteran experience that could prove invaluable as the team looks to build on its recent success. His ability to guard multiple positions, hit open threes, and provide leadership in the locker room could be the final piece the Knicks need to strengthen their rotation and make a deeper playoff push. Whether or not the Knicks pull the trigger on this potential signing, Covington is a player that fans should keep their eyes on as the offseason progresses.